President Paul Kagame kicked off the community outreach from the Ruhango district at the Chibingo football pitch, where he met with thousands of residents. It is in this area the president started his presidential campaign as RPF Inkotanyi candidate on 14th July 2017. President Kagame applauded residents for their contribution in fighting the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic that disrupted various activities. Residents expressed their excitement as President Paul Kagame greeted them. It wasn't about seeking votes. There are many things that unites us, and that is what brought me here, so that we can put everything in the right order. I missed you, and maybe you missed me too. And this is not the last day, because I will come back. Based on the request cited by Ruhango District Mayor, which included increasing water infrastructure in order to increase water access in the area that currently stands at 68% of the total households, and constructing roads connecting different parts of the region, especially the roads to Kinazi and Gitwe hospitals, President Kagame admitted to the residents that he owes them. As we had agreed, you voted well, and you gave me a debt. What has been said about the rate of water access, 60 plus access, is not enough. We ought to increase it to at least 80 or 90%. Regarding the construction of roads, we are going to follow up on it. I came here to tell you to excuse me, but remind you that I still remember what I promised you. Sometimes we are unable to do all we need to do, because there is a lot to be done in different parts, and it has to be in proportion to the capacity. But we are always doing everything possible. It is not negligence. President Kagame reminded residents that although the government is doing everything possible to provide them with activities that improve their economy and their social welfare, they themselves should do their part in taking care of these activities. Citing the example of COVID-19 vaccines, President Kagame thanked the residents for their compliance and accepting to be vaccinated, despite some of the people around the world who were hesitant to vaccination and some of the residents that fled the country due to that reason, and called on them to be quick to listen and embrace programs meant for their well-being. You should listen quickly and listen to what is important to you, and based on that, to move forward. People should restrain from bad politics, because we know what it led us into. We know where we are coming from, and we do not want to go back. That's how the already developed countries did it. You cannot develop by staying in conflicts and divisions. President Kagame also noted that it is unclear how the Kinazi cassava plant operates at 50% of its capacity, and challenged residents to contribute by increasing their cassava produce. During the AOB section, a teacher took the floor to thank the head of state for the increment in teachers' salaries. President Kagame pledged to resolve the issue of expensive motorcycle insurance and constructing a stadium in Ruhango district.
President Paul Kagame has met with opinion leaders from the southern province that on Thursday evening gathered in Huye district for the meeting. This comes following the president's visit to Ruhango district, and on Friday he will be in Nyamagabe and then head to the western province. The southern province that the head of state is currently visiting is home to 2.7 million people.
This is the same place he began his election campaign, which is also the same place he has commenced his community outreach tour. We are so happy as the youth, because this reminds us of the commitment that we have to each other and how we'll be back here in 2024. We love him and we appreciate all he does for us. Wherever he goes, there are always answers that follow.
This community outreach done by the president has really made me happy. The last time he was here, he promised us a lot of projects that will be done in our favor, and now he came back to fulfill what he promised. All the projects include constructing better roads and making sure we have electricity, water, and so much more.
uruhare rwacu nuko twese nk'abaturage.
Our role as citizens is to join forces and work hand in hand in order to achieve self-development with the help of local authorities as well as the president.
There are so many great things about our president. We truly missed him, and we are glad that he is back here after a long time, which was due to the pandemic. He really loves us. From this outreach, we were able to collect our debt that the president had of fulfilling some of the projects that he had promised, which will be done with the partnership of the citizens and the authorities.
This community outreach really made me happy because firstly, I was able to see him again after a long time. Secondly, and most importantly, there are some problems that the citizens have that the president immediately solves there and then. One of the issues he solved is of a woman who was married, but later on the husband got to marry another woman. It made me very happy to see him invested in solving this issue.